Sometimes in October 2023, the UK government made an announcement that they are going to increase the IHS fee by 66%, and that is due to come into effect on the 16th of January 2024. Imagine paying from £624 per year per person to paying £1,035 per person per year. The UK government has decided to put a hold on the increment. Imagine you applying for UK visa for a family of 3 or 4. Just do your rough estimation. It's going to give you a lot of high figure. So now the UK government has decided to put a hold on the increment date taking effect on the 16th of January 2024. So in this video, we'll be looking at the new dates it will come into effect. That is, even if this new rule will come into effect. We'll also be looking at the new decision Parliament are making concerning IHS fee. So please watch to the end so as to not miss out on any info I'll be sharing in this video. My name is Precious God. Welcome back to my channel. And on this channel, I share info about UK, life in the UK, motherhood, skincare, beauty, and many more. And if you're new to my channel, please do not forget to like, comment, and share. Most importantly, subscribe. Hit on the bell notification so as to always be notified whenever I post a new video on this channel. Look at it critically. What is IHS? IHS is Immigration Health Subcharges. And who are going to pay IHS fee? If you are going to be living in the UK for more than 6 months, you have to pay your IHS fee so as to be able to access NHS free medical services. If you are a student, dependent, skilled worker in the UK, you have to pay IHS fee during your visa application process, except you are exempted. Those who work in healthcare sectors are exempted because of their contribution to the UK healthcare sector. So if you are working in the healthcare sector, you are exempted from paying this fee. The House of Commons had a debate on the 10th of January 2024 to critically look at the reason why they want to increase this IHS fee. They sat down critically to discuss if this increment is really worth it, because so many things are happening in the UK. Things are just going upside down. Imagine you coming to study your master's degree in the UK, you are no longer allowed to bring dependent to the UK, and that alone has already come into effect January 2024. And also, if you are coming to the UK to work in the healthcare sector, you can no longer bring dependents to the UK. If you don't earn above £29,000 per year, you cannot invite your dependents to come stay with you in the UK. And most students currently in the UK, if they don't switch their visa before spring, they are not going to let their dependents stay with them. So there's going to be splits in families. So these rules are just too many in the UK. This is really affecting United Kingdom currently. Imagine the section that resumed this January for school. Most schools, most universities are empty because the new immigration rules is already affecting schools. Just imagine now increasing the IHS fee to it. This is not going to sit well with most people, and people are going to begin looking at other countries that will accept them without increase in IHS fee, and they can still have access to the medical system of the country. Some points raised by migrants include: number one, they said that this new IHS increment is going to be a double taxation. I'm going to explain this. What is double taxation? If you are an immigrant in the UK, you are paying tax. I pay tax, my husband pay tax. If you're earning above £12,000 per year, you are going to pay tax. In fact, the money I've earned in my new job in these 3 months, I've taken plenty tax for my money already. Like, imagine working for the government. And now you want to ask us to pay extra IHS fee. So that is not sitting well with people. So now, the reason why they consider this as double taxation is that you are paying tax, and that tax is an immigrant contribution towards the NHS. People contribute to NHS by paying taxes, right? Already, they've already paid IHS fee before coming to the UK. And the money they are taking off their salary is tax. It's called tax, and that tax goes to the NHS. Now you're asking them to pay an increase in IHS fee. How about the tax you're taking from their salary? It goes for the it's the contribution to the NHS. It is not fair on immigrants because it's them taxing us double. The next point the House of Commons raised was about what the Prime Minister said. He said the Prime Minister, when he was announcing the increments, that it is going to use it to pay public sector. IHS fee in the first place is immigration health surcharge used to access health care. How do you intend to use the money migrants pay to access healthcare to now pay public sectors? It doesn't really sit well with most people. So this was part of their argument. So now let's go ahead with the third point. Since the inception of IHS, the UK government has made £5.1 billion so far. So now fundraised by this IHS payment has now been shared among other health administration in the UK like the Scotland, Wales and North Ireland to fund the healthcare, which is something that everybody is proud of. So now the money migrants pay for the UK to have good healthcare services is even more than what the government are contributing to the UK healthcare services. And now you want to increase it to 66%. That is so outrageous. And even after paying such amount of money to access the healthcare services, are going to pass through so much stress. The last time I did medical check was August 2023. And since that time up until today, January, I have not gotten feedback from doctor. Just imagine that. People are now traveling outside UK to go access healthcare services, and people are paying for IHS fee. This is really not sitting well with most people. So the UK government should please look into this. Another point that House of Commons raised was that they said that immigration is becoming expensive. Of course, migrating to the UK is not beans. It is very expensive to move to the UK, especially if you're on a student visa. Imagine you coming to the UK on a student visa and you're paying about £16,000 for 1 year or 2 year course, and you cannot even come with a dependent to the UK, and now they want to increase IHS fee. So who is this going to affect? It's going to affect the UK economy more because most immigrants, we have to choose other countries where they can migrate to and live their life well and access better healthcare services without spending much on the IHS fee. Migrating to the UK is indeed becoming expensive day by day. And even when you migrate to the UK, you come to the UK and start facing lots and lots of challenges like housing crisis and many more. This brings me to the fifth point, which said that most migrants don't use the money they even pay for IHS fee. Of course, most people don't use the money they pay for IHS. Another concern the House of Commons made was that people come to the UK and pay this money up front. Imagine coming to the UK on skilled worker visa, except you are exempted from paying. You just have to pay everything at once before you arrive to the UK. There's no rule for installment payment. So these are points raised by migrants. So now we don't even know when this rule is going to come into effect, whether they're going to increase the fee by that 66% or they will just increase it a bit, or they will fall back to the previous £624 per year, which is still quite high. The new rule is supposed to take effect today, 16th of January 2024. So let's put our fingers crossed and wait for the outcome of the debate. So guys, that's all for today. Thank you for watching this video to the end, and if you have any question, you have any opinion, please put them down in the comment section down below and I will surely attend to it. And guys, do not forget to subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.